In modern times, gold and silver ownership has been a niche pursuit of a relatively small number of investors. But big box retailers have recently joined the market, and their support may change the industry in some interesting ways. Gold and silver have traditionally been used as currency since before Rome stood as a proud empire. But Rome serves as a prime example of the utility of precious metals as a currency. Gold and silver were the ideal currency for many ancient societies, including the Romans. A regular legionary in the Roman legion was paid a silver denarius as a day's wages, and centurions were paid many times that. It's said a legionary could take his day's wage of a single silver denarius and use it to buy 20 pounds of bread, several visits to the bathhouse, or trade it for a day's labor from a skilled tradesman. Silver and gold were recognized as the currency of the land and could be used by anyone, anywhere. So it was with Rome, and so it was with other ancient cultures who discovered that gold and silver were easy to create durable currency with low temperatures and simple hand tools. Over time and throughout history, we have observed the gradual replacement of currency with gold and silver as its basis for money with significantly less intrinsic value. Today in the United States, we have the US dollar, which is backed by a promise. In past decades, we had currency with silver content and the dollar could be traded for gold, but no longer. Divorcing gold from the US dollar and outlawing gold ownership led to cultural changes within the US. Other countries that followed suit saw similar changes. Today, only 10 to 15% of Americans own some form of gold, and just 15 to 20% own some form of silver. We could view this favorably, as it means approximately 1 in 5 Americans own some form of precious metals. Or we could view this as a long hill to climb, as it means 4/5 of Americans do not participate in the precious metals market. And there are significant benefits to growing this market for the US as a whole. Gold ownership provides resiliency against difficult economic conditions. Robust buying, trading, and selling of precious metals opens markets and creates opportunities. And the more participants we have in the precious metals market, the more advocates we have for sound money policies. As US debt and deficit spending grows unsustainably, the importance of holding gold and advocating for fiscal responsibility only becomes more and more important. One of the barriers to growing the precious metals industry is simply awareness. As we prepare this video, I'm reminded of a YouTuber who once walked the streets equipped with a camera, a 10-ounce bar of silver, and a stack of Hershey bars almost 10 years ago. He offered strangers on the sidewalk a choice between the chocolate and the silver, at one point standing in front of a bullion shop. Most of you watching this channel would groan to see how many people turned down the silver simply because they did not understand its value and chose chocolate instead. And that is where the big box stores come in. We're seeing marketplaces like eBay, Amazon, and Walmart begin to sell silver and gold online. In fact, eBay has been part of the precious metals industry for many years, and APMEX has been heavily involved as an early adopter in their marketplace. And most recently, Costco has taken off by selling direct to their customers under their brand. And with it, we have seen a huge amount of media coverage as demand for gold bars from Costco has exploded and captured the attention of journalists. All this happening right as gold is reaching new all-time highs and the world seems ready to teeter from the brink of one disaster to another every few months. Precious metal investors, coin store owners, miners, and other industry stakeholders have been asking the question, what is the impact going to be on the industry from large retailers entering the market? Of course, it creates some change in the way precious metals are bought, sold, and distributed, but there is a hidden benefit starting to emerge. Gold and silver are finally getting some attention from people who have never invested in metals before. This attention is creating awareness of the market, and awareness of the value that gold and silver have, as well as some of the benefits of owning it yourself. Although this may seem like a small step, consider that many are unaware that it's even possible to buy gold and don't know where they could go to do so. Costco has created the largest waves recently, with analysts estimating that Costco is selling between $100 and $200 million worth of gold and silver each month alone. And the most interesting bit is that analysts believe the majority of these buyers are new to the precious metal market entirely. Since Costco limits gold purchases to 2 bars per customer, we can estimate that Costco could be increasing the number of precious metal buyers in the US by 250,000 people per year. In a country of more than 300 million, this may seem minor, but big waves start small. Costco may be the start of a much larger swell as other retailers weigh in on joining the market and retail customers realize that gold and silver ownership is within easy reach. Now, if you're one of the many thousands who have begun investing in gold for the first time, whether through Costco or elsewhere, welcome to the other side. It would be great to hear from you in the comments below. Maybe share with us what drove you to invest in gold or silver in the first place. And if you're a veteran investor, we'd love to hear your stories as well about how you got started in precious metals. For investors of all skill levels, we've built robust resources to help you get the most out of precious metals on our Knowledge Center. Through the Knowledge Center, you can ask our team of experts questions directly and get answers on complex questions, read articles on our investing guides, or use the Coin Value Guide to look up values of vintage coins. Now, the recent attention to gold and silver in media has been welcome news to sound money supporters or those who advocate for the use of gold and silver as true currency once again. Although the free use and adoption of gold and silver as part of our everyday spending habits may appear to be a distant goal on the horizon and the benefits a far-off daydream, there have been some successes in recent years. In 2023, half of all states in the US considered 50 pieces of legislation aimed at ending taxes on monetary metal, establishing state depositories, investing tax revenue into gold and silver, and more. And by the end of 2023, less than 10 states in the US remained that charged sales tax on the purchase of precious metals. And this is where big box stores are potentially creating a surprising benefit. Sound money policies are impossible without broad support and a passionate, well-informed electorate, which starts by increasing the number of people in the US who own precious metals and understand its true benefits. And as retailers begin to adopt gold and silver bullion as part of their inventory, awareness of precious metals increases, and so does the number of new precious metal investors in the market. That's all we have for you today. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share with a friend. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.